Tribute to a retiree. Tribute to a retiree, James Ebert.
I looked him up on Wikipedia. He wasn't there. I Googled his name. It wasn't there either. I even checked who's who, and they didn't know who he was. Something's wrong. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honored guests. This is a man who should be listed, should be on every list. He was born in humble surroundings in 1927. At the age of 4, his mother died. His father remarried. His father died a few years later. That's some tough startup. It was a tough town, too. Older brother Donnie often came home with cuts, scrapes, or a bloody nose from fighting to protect the family name and protecting shy little Billy. Well, shy little Billy did survive that. Went through the Navy, and while in college, he met the prettiest girl in town. And he asked her out. She said, no. He asked her again. She said, no. But he continued to ask, and ask, and ask. And eventually, she said yes. To the date, she said yes to marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, persistence pays, and it produces babies. I was there first. I learned a few things. Yes, that was my father. Over the years, learned of things, this and that, but he loved to take us skiing. We went skiing over 100 times in the Midwest. Years later, we all met in Denver and went up to ski these legendary hills we had all heard about. Vail, Breckenridge, Keystone. And then we went over the hill to Aspen, and we skied Buttermilk and Aspen Highlands. And then we tackled the big one, the big mountain that overlooks the town of Aspen called Ajax. I still remember going up on that chairlift, up to the very top of the hill, and jumping off with my dad and starting to ski down. Got to the end. Wait a minute. This is a steep hill. This is dangerous. Dad, let's take the chairlift back, please. He said, no, come on now. And he showed me, and he led, and I followed, and we skied the hill. We went down a little bit this way, and we'd ski a little bit that way. Fall down, ski a little bit, lots of falls, but we made it to the base of the hill. We had conquered Ajax. Thanks, Dad. For over 20 years, Bill was a stellar employee of Goodyear Tire Company, rising from sales on up to district manager. He got a call from an old client who had a chain of 5 tire stores saying, Bill, I'm thinking about retiring, and I'd like to see if you will come out and run my shops for me, and I'll let you buy me out. Wow, what a great opportunity. So he packed up the family, moved across 3 states, set up, rolled up his sleeves to go to work for himself for the first time. But within a year, the owner changed his mind. Bill was out of a job, out of life opportunity. Humbled, he went back to Goodyear. They started him at the bottom. He was now being trained by the very folks that he had trained, working for half the salary. But he continued to show up day after day for years. One day the phone rang. It was my brother Fred calling from Colorado. Dad, my appraisal business is going great guns. I need some help. Would you consider coming out and joining me? So Bill packed up again, moved across the country, and set up in Breckenridge, Colorado. Over the years, he added little bits of information, little concepts that he had picked up or designed while working at Goodyear, things about marketing and management, sales and service. And the company prospered and it blossomed. Before long, they had 12 employees. They had a second shop, and they were grossing over $1 million a year, which in dog years, like appraisers, is a lot of money. Not only that, but my sister Susan came out, was working with the company, and after a few years, she quit. she moved over the hill. She started her own company in Aspen. And Brother Bob came on board. For a few years, he was general manager, building custom mountain houses. And chaos theory is a concept called the butterfly effect. It's been used in films, and Ray Bradbury used it in a story, and it goes like this. The flutter of even little butterfly wings creates a little bit of air change and turbulence that can grow and it can develop, and it can influence other things, and it could even eventually, halfway across the continent or around the world, have major weather changes. And we've seen the same situation in social settings, where we've had folks like Gandhi or Nelson Mandela create massive changes from little movements. And I think of my father in the same way, as he took that mountain of Aspen down to little pieces and allowed us to conquer that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight to celebrate the retirement of a wonderful fellow, and I'd like to ask two things of you. First of all, if you would, please help me celebrate the life and the legacy of this shy but very accomplished gentleman, William Ebert. And second of all, please don't ever fail to flutter your little butterfly wings with the idea that those little movements, those little effects that you do on a daily basis can grow. And even though you may not witness it, they provide wonderful changes and they make the world a better place to live in. Thank you.